Hey there, welcome back to Independence Guitar. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. If you actually want to receive notifications, check the bell and help me out by liking and sharing the video. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you for getting me over 100 subscribers. That means a lot. Also, shout out to the Squishy Guitar Project, which they just so happen to be my 100th subscriber, which is really cool. If you don't know what the Squishy Guitar Project is, head over to Rexylab on YouTube. That's R-E-X-Y-L-A-B. The SquishyGuitarProject.com, and also the Squishy Guitar Project also has its own little YouTube channel. They are a foundation that does things for disabled and terminally ill children. Pretty cool, go check them out. I can't really give the whole rundown here, so yeah, just head over there. Okay, so now on to the issue. Recently I picked up my Mitchell, which I'm sure you guys have all probably seen these at Guitar Center. They are super cool entry-level guitars. I mean, just really nicely made for the money, and they play and sound great, which that's probably a whole other video. Anyway, the neck pickup is playing fine, but I noticed that the bridge pickup is now shorting out. Now, this is an issue that in the last couple months I've had to either fix or help other people fix the same exact issue on their guitars. For some reason, it's always mainly with Epihone Les Pauls and even Gibson Les Pauls. It tends to be with guitars that have the toggle switch up here. But really, it can happen with any toggle or blade switch. It's all kind of the same issue. I'm not sure why single cuts tend to have a bigger issue with it. So the issue with these three-way toggle switches is that they corrode very easily from the electrical current and just from the oxidation from the humidity in the air. Very easily they just stop working. Now you can kind of stave this off by either using deoxit or air duster, but in this case I've kind of gone through that before, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap out the switch and show you guys how to do it so that if this problem ever occurs in your guitar or if it's happening currently, you can fix it. So let's get it to the workbench and open her up and see what we're working with. So to complete this, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver to get the back of your compartments open and a soldering iron. Any basic $5 to $10 one will do. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is pop off the back covers to expose the electronics so we can see how we are going to solder it. On a side note, if you can ever find one of these magnet things, they're great. Okay, so first look at the toggle switch. You can tell that it is definitely oxidizing. That's probably just because this is kind of an entry-level guitar and it's made in China, so enough said. So first thing we're going to do is remove the O-ring on the front so that the toggle switch will drop out the back. And if you don't know about guitar wiring, it's always a good idea to take note of the positions to which these are soldered to. So they're always going to be a ground and different hot wires. You can see coming from the pickups and to the potentiometers, you can see how they're wound, but if you're not familiar with it, I always just recommend getting a piece of paper and taking note of which wire is soldered to what, or you can just take a picture with your cell phone or something, and that way you have kind of a guide of what you're doing. Okay, so we go ahead and let our soldering iron heat up.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so once your soldering iron is heated up, we're going to go ahead and take the switch and we're going to melt off the wires.
Day 2. Day 3. Day 4.
I think they used lead-free solder. I think they used lead-free solder.
What's that mean?
It means it's going to be harder to melt.
Okay, so here is our new switch. This one is from Bitterroot Guitars. First thing, when you're going to solder in a new part, you always prime the wire first. What this is taking a little bit of solder and melting it on the end. This will make it easier to work with. And these ones, since I was able to melt them off versus cutting them, already have solder on them. So we're just gonna take the new washer and O-ring off of the new switch. Place the switch down the correct way. You gotta make sure you get the correct orientation that you want. I'm gonna want to go front to back like this. That's just a preference. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's get it plugged in and see what it does. The new switch is in and it's working great. As you can see, it is not a hard process. All you need is a $5 soldering iron, and the part itself costs about $5 as well. If your pickups are ever fuzzing out, if one of them is working and the other one isn't, your toggle switch is 99.99% chance your problem. So again, thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will for sure get back to you with whatever kind of answers you need. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.